walk in the path of honor, you must discover men and women in authority and be willing and ready to submit to their authority. The field that people understand authority is the field that excel in life. Anyone that must amount to anything must understand authority and submit to the authority. Those that are not under authority cannot understand authority. You can never be honored unless you understand submission to authority. You must understand authority, discover the custodians of authority, and honor them. Where there is no authority, there can't be unity. And where there is no unity, there can be a commanded blessing. Wherever you find people doing what they want, there will be war at the end. There can never be progress. There can never be a development in a family. Everybody do what he wants. The father can't speak. There is no law. There is no rules. There is no regulation. When I was growing up, there is no written law, but there is an unwritten law in the house. There are things you can't do if you must enjoy the honor of your father. But I hear people say, me, I know they fear anybody. I go talk with him, I want to talk. You are finished. You will live with that honor. Even the people you are talking to, they will be afraid of you. Among them, if they are to choose leader, they will never choose you. So we must understand that where there is no authority, there can be unity. And where there is no unity, there can be a commanded blessing. That is the reason why you can't see a family that is not united prosper. It's not possible. Romans chapter 13 verse 1 to 7. It says, let every soul be subject unto the higher power, for there is no power but God. The power that be are ordained of God. And whosoever therefore resists the power, resisted the ordinances of God. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For the ruler are not a terror to good work, but to evil. We thou not be afraid of the power. Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. One of the spirit of rebellion, I don't care what my pastor say. I don't care what my father say. I don't care what they say. All I don't care. This brother is looking for the praise of pastor. He's looking for pastor to praise him. You are finished already. There are people watching over your souls, especially your parents, your mother, your father, your pastor. There are authority figures in your life that you need them to talk over your life. Don't allow them to go to the place of prayer and cry instead of releasing the blessing. Don't allow them to feel bad when they think of you. Don't allow your father when he sit down and he's thinking of you and then his heart is bitter. Never you allow your younger one to always taking the praise of your dad. Don't make your father, your mother to begin to feel, how are we that this one is important? Why must you be around? You are supposed to be in a position and they are wishing that another person should be. That was what happened to Saul. He was the one in throne, but God regretted making him a king. When you don't understand authority, you will lose your authority. And when you lose authority, you lose honor. Number 2, custodian of authority that you need to honor. The custodians of the blessing. Pharaoh was the king, but Jacob was the custodian of the blessing. Jacob came from Canaan to Egypt because there was famine in the whole world. But now when he came to meet Pharaoh, now he was the one blessing Pharaoh. And Pharaoh was humble enough to accept. Sometimes you may meet people away, you may look better than them, but they are the carrier of the blessing. For example, elderly people, you see an elderly man passing you, you can't say good morning. You see an elderly woman living in your area carrying load, you are passing, you don't pass her. You can't collect it and take it to her house. You don't know that woman. You are blessed. It's more than 1 billion. Anyone that say you are blessed from his heart, there is something he say in his heart that he don't proceed. Pharaoh asked Jacob, how old are you? When he heard the age of Jacob, he kept quiet. And Jacob blessed him and went out from him. Those that live their life with a consciousness of the blessing will always end up in pain, will end up in shame. Hear me, young children growing up. Don't walk around people because of what you natural thing you get. It may come, but be conscious of the blessing. Don't think for people say you are blessed. When you see a person that carry the blessing, value the person. There are people in your life you need their blessing. In every society, there are carriers of the blessing. Laban was sensitive to know that Jacob was a custodian of the blessing. I have learned by experience that you carry the blessing. Please don't go. Why is it that you are around a person, the person is thinking how to release you? There are children leaving home to school, their parents are crying. And there are children just traveling for 2 days, they are happy. There are children when they are getting married, their parents are crying. But there's some, oh, God, Father, thank you. She's getting married, but I'm feeling this man. There is no moment of sober reflection. There's no moment of peaceful. You have to be sensitive enough when you are working with people. There are people that when they come close to you, things begin to turn around. There are people when they come close to you, things begin to bad. Don't force yourself. For you to walk in honor, please be sensitive to no custodians of the blessing. When Abraham went to Egypt because of Haman, one of the kings that took Sarah, his wife, not knowing that this man was a man that was blessed. In the night, Jehovah appeared to him. He said, I will kill you. If you don't release his wife, I will kill you. There are people you can't touch. And some of you here, you are like that. You are a carrier of the blessing. You are the seed of Abraham. So you carry the blessing. There are people fighting for their father inheritance instead of fighting for their father blessing. You don't need your father inheritance to succeed in life, but you need your father blessing. Don't fight for your father property. Fight to get his blessing. The Bible talk about giving Isaac all that he has, and he gave gift to the rest sons. It means that Abraham gave Isaac his blessing, then share inheritance to others. God said he gave all to Isaac and gave gifts to the other children. Don't fight for your father property. Fight for the blessing. Those that have no value for the blessing will remain